I got Dan Steiner on with me, the president of Preborn. Dan, so thankful for you once again, brother, and for your friendship. And would just love to hear some of your thoughts, about some of these recent attacks that happened. Unfortunately, some of them happened on Mother's Day at these pro-life centers. So places similar to, I'd imagine, similar to Preborn, places that are trying to protect babies. There were attacks by pro-abortionists on these places. What are your thoughts on this, Dan? And how can we be encouraged as Christians? And also, how can we be aware of how this fight is ramping up?
Yeah, I think that these are days like none other.
Yeah.
And so obviously the left, what's the saying, that a weak mind expresses itself through violence.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we're dealing with here. And let me frame it in reality here, Seth. This is a battle that is in the spiritual realm. What we're doing here is we have touched the eye of the dragon in regards to pushing back abortion. This is the sacred right of the Church of Satan. So he's going to pull out all the forces. I think that, yes, there's people in front of the judges' houses trying to force them to, one or two of them, to capitulate on their decision so that Roe is not turned back. But it goes deeper than that. If you look at the last week, you'll see many churches being protested, violence on churches. It's not just pregnancy clinics. And I think that that's going to continue because the enemy here isn't pro-life organizations to the abortion industry and to the deep state. The thing that stands in the way of big government is the Church of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And that's all of us. And so we already are seeing, we see this in Canada over the last year, how churches were attacked, burned, and the government turned a disinterested eye away from that. And God forbid that would happen, but we're already seeing the protests sparked by Roe versus Wade on churches. Why is that? It's because abortion is the eye of the giant. It's the most protected and most sacred right to the kingdom of darkness. And so naturally the attack would be on the church, on pro-life churches. A lot of Catholic churches have been attacked here in the last week because of Roe versus Wade. The Family Policy Issue Council office in Wisconsin, that's a pro-life organization, but it's not a pregnancy clinic. They're not stopping abortion particularly. So it's violence against Christianity that I predict it's going to expand. It's not just now isolated to SCOTUS, their houses, and to pregnancy clinics. And that's a scary thing, but it's not a surprising thing, right?
Amen.
Over the years, the only thing that stood in the way of evil progressing has been the Church of Jesus Christ.
That's right.
And so it should be no surprise that is where we're going now. Irregardless, Preborn is going to continue. We didn't shut down any of our centers in the coronavirus. We are essential, like more essential than about anything. Babies' lives are saved every day. Yeah, we're predicting some tough sledding as we move forward here. God forbid.